seen her turn around, you see her entire assets when she was dancing and twerking. And like Black Twitter has been giving her a lot of flack for it. A lot of people have been comparing her to Rikishi. She's been getting memed out the wahoo. So now, would y'all consider this body positivity or doing too much? Who
This
wants to
is
start on
doing
that?
way too much. Like your whole ass though. Come on, bro. That's
The whole ass.
like
But you gotta
even
remember,
yeah. I mean, you could be body positive and still keep it, appropriate for where you at. You know what I'm saying? You at a basketball game, a lot of people's watching. They try to have a family friendly kind of environment, and then you gonna do that. And you got little kids watching your entire your entire ass is out with all the stigma that black women got already, and then you just gonna do that. That ain't it. And I can understand and appreciate the fact that she wants to reclaim, what society has taken from her, not calling her beautiful or she's not the most desirable and stuff like that. But there's a time and a place to be that, and there's also a time and a place to just keep it cool and have fun. Ain't no one saying you can't twerk. Ain't no one saying you can't, be half-ass naked. Just do it in the appropriate time and the appropriate place. That ain't so hard. Now, when she got on the same internet and started crying and boo-hooing that, oh man, these people so mean. Why y'all doing them? Shut the fuck up. Because no one told you to put your entire ass out on the fucking national TV. So the fact that you got dragged for it should have taught you a lesson that there is a time and a place for everything. And if you want to have your entire ass out, you can do that on your platform. That ain't your platform to do that. So the fact that you thought you was bold enough to do it and get away with it like this is some episode of Scooby-Doo, nah. You got your ass caught. You got dragged. Now, hold that shit. Because whenever people fuck up, they get dragged too. So, yeah, hold that. And don't do it again.
but sir, you forgetting one important fact though.
What's that?
That she's 100% that bitch, so she can do that because she's 100% that bitch.
Okay, well, you can be 100% that bitch on your own platform, but you are not no bitch in no fucking basketball game. You are a freaking what's it called? What's that word called? You're watching it like you're a bystander. There you go. Twerp on that.
Anybody else got something to say about it?
So I somewhat agree. I think that it was kind of a bit much for a basketball game. However, being sexy and, having booty cheeks out and stuff isn't new, even at sporting events. Football games, I feel like, are more infamous for celebrities having super sexy outfits, more so like the, halftime game shows and stuff like that. And then even like the cheerleaders having booty shorts on and they're, a lot of cleavage and stuff like that. So it's not like the children's eyes are really being shielded that much, more with, prior to her running around with a thong on. And, but, I can understand why people would say that it was a bit much for that occasion. However, I think that maybe at least some of that backlash was because they didn't want to see her doing that. And that was like a kind of a convenient argument for why she shouldn't have done that. But I think that if somebody else had done that, people might still be like, that was inappropriate, but maybe not getting as much like flack for it because they're in their eyes they're sexy, whereas a lot of people don't have a preference for Lizzo's body type as like someone who's more thin. So I would say I definitely like agree with your point, but I think that people are kind of taking it like really in left field, and I feel like it's probably has something to do with the fact of her body type as well than just that it was inappropriate for children, even though children are exposed to ass and titties all day, every
That's
day, and
very
well,
true.
in a lot of other settings that would probably be considered inappropriate, but people don't get as upset about it because those people are this typical standard of beauty.
I can agree with that. Especially the point of like her body type not being accepted. That's very true.
I do have one question. Because anytime when people talk about body positivity, or at least this is my opinion, when everybody talks about body positivity and all that other stuff, I think it always refers to nudity. And I've said this about skinny women as well. It's like you could put a woman in a bikini and it should sell. That's easy. But what about, and people always talking about that. To me, I've always looked at it as, what about other clothes for like women as big as Lizzo? Because obviously, if you look at like some places in the fashion industry, they don't really make clothes for big women. So that's why when I've always said, when I usually tell people to dress their size, I know there are clothes that are made for big women that look good that you can rock, but I don't usually see that a lot. I feel like a lot of people, they just want to wear the low cuts or the booty shorts as big girls. To me, when I've always said this, why don't you wear like some, show off some elegant stuff, more elegant stuff, the more classy stuff, and show people like that as well. And how can I say this? It's like I've seen it, and plus my older sister, she a big girl, and she could dress her ass off. And that's, to me, that's what I want to see when I want to see body positively. How do you look good and stuff that's not super revealing, like stuff where you like wear to a ball or like a prom or like a upscale class events. How can you dress at the size that you are and still make it look good? And that's
But
usually, I mean, that's just what I want to see.
but here's the thing, Raymond. They want to be treated just like the slim girls. Because if a slim girl is scantily clad, unless you like conservative or something, you're not really going to have no oppositions towards that. That's where they coming from.
Xavier, you there? I noticed
I
you've been
am.
quiet. You got anything to say? You
Well,
got
I
anything to
don't,
say on this?
not really, because I have nothing nice to say, and I don't want to be, I don't want to be the person to really talk really nastily about it. So I'll just say, I just didn't care for the outfit, and that's that.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
kind
you'll.
of.
I don't think you'll be worse than the chiseled Adonis video I showed you. My man went in.
Well, I
Go
already
ahead,
went.
Cosmosis.
No, I was just gonna say that I agree. I didn't like the outfit either. I definitely am supportive of her normalizing um, bigger women dressing sexy and stuff because, like, a bigger woman dressing elegant and in a way that suits her. I don't think anybody has a problem with it. Nobody would say, "Oh, well, she's still ugly because she's big." It's only when you wear skimpier outfits that people have an issue with bigger women dressing that way, and that's the kind of what she is trying to um, help other girls, who have less confidence to make them feel like they can dress how they want and feel good about themselves. That outfit though was just like I didn't like it from a fashion sense, like, but I've seen her wear other stuff that was revealing that I actually liked on her, but that wasn't it.
Exactly. I'll say this. I just don't understand why is it that when someone is over, is plus size, obese or just straight up fat, and they want to talk about body positivity, it's always nudity. I've never seen them talk about body positivity and wearing fierce stuff, wearing stuff that's trendy, but for a plus size girl, and this is how you rock it and still look fabulous. It always has to be nearly nothing on. Every time people do it, I've noticed on Instagram, it's always they gotta be wearing like the lowest of the lowest top. They always have to be wearing the shortest of the shortest dress. And I'm like, how is this? What? How does that mean body positivity?
I think that means body positivity because that's the type of dress that people have the most problem with. If you had your body fully covered or mostly covered, an outfit that made you look good, I don't think people would have a problem with that at all. It's literally just fighting against people having an issue with them dressing and revealing clothing. And that's kind of like what that whole thing is about, in my opinion. I'm not plus size or anything, but I just kind of see it as a fight too for women to be able to wear revealing clothes just like skinnier
Yeah,
chicks
but
and
even the
still feel
skinny
confident.
girls get conflict with some of that stuff though. So that's the point too. Like, okay, she might be wearing a low plunging top and a very tight short dress, but she's getting talked about as well because people are looking at her like, why are you wearing this tiny ass dress to this restaurant looking like you're in the club?
Like he's a
Like
slut.
it's like
Or something
it's
like that.
right. It's like it's I don't know.
Well,
Like it's like damn if they do, damn if they don't. But it's like okay, if a skinny girl is getting flack for it too, and trust me, skinny girls do be getting flack for that kind of stuff. And then it be them big girls, same big girls, talking about some them skinny bitches. Okay, girl, well you want people to be accepting